Arvind, see, first thing, digital marketing. Okay, so digital marketing has two terminology terms here, right? Digital and marketing, correct?
Yes, sir.
So the marketing. So if you have to define marketing, what will be the definition from you? What is marketing?
Uh, Sir, advertising a product, it may be,
Yeah.
or
So
spreading
it's the
awareness about the brand.
Yeah, so it's the process of building visibility, the set of implementations or activities in order to build the visibility for the product and expect the sales.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in order to get the sales, you are going to build the visibility for the product through a series of implementations or activities, or just through certain kinds of activities or implementations, or by building the visibility. Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
now, if you're doing the same thing using the internet, electronic gadgets, and over the web, and over the
Yes.
World Wide Web, www is World Wide Web. So that becomes digital marketing. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
what is marketing now? So marketing is the process of, or maybe the implementations, the process of building the visibility for
Yes, sir.
the product or service through set of implementations in order to achieve the expected results or expected outcome, such as sales, leads, etc. Our expected outcome can be anything, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is marketing in order to sell. So basically, you can also put it in a different way. So in order to sell the product or service, in order to sell the product or service, you will be implementing you will implement various, or implement the strategies through, in order to sell the product or service, you will implement the strategies and build the visibility for the
Yes, sir.
product. You would not see these definitions on internet or in your MBA books. It will be different. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in order to sell the product or service, you will implement the strategies and build the
Yes, sir.
visibility
For the
for the
product.
product or service,
Yes, sir.
or anything. It can be product, service, or content, or information. It can be anything. Is called as marketing.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
implementing the marketing using the electronic gadgets, creatives, and internet to the target audiences is known as digital marketing, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So digital marketing is basically marketing of your products or business on internet or on digital platforms. Marketing of your products
Product.
or services on the
Digital
internet
or digital
is
platform.
internet or
Or digital platform.
digital. It's not digital platforms. Internet,
Okay.
on the internet or web, is called as
Okay.
internet or the web, using the gadgets or computers, creatives, and the internet connection is called as digital marketing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
understanding, so hence it's very crucial for you to understand some of these terminologies that which we have used here, such
Yes, sir.
as the internet. We have used the term internet, we have used the term websites, right? So it's super important for us to
Yes, sir.
understand the various other web technologies in order to implement digital marketing. Okay, so what is
Yes, sir.
internet? What is internet here? Okay, so we have already defined it. Internet is nothing but the to and fro communication or exchange of information between the computers over the World Wide Web network is internet. So, for
Yes, sir.
example, if the communication is happening between my computer and the computer which are all used in this organization. So, in the company there will be some 100 computers. So, if the communication is happening between these computers, the exchange of the information is happening between the computers over the LAN cable. Okay, do you know the LAN cable? The internet cable.
Yes.
So
Yes,
this
sir. Yes, sir.
cable can be laid in the offices environments as well, and it can be used to connect different computers from one computer to the another computer. Okay, okay. So if the communication is happening between the computers over this connection, is called as intranet. It's called as
Okay.
intranet.
Intranet.
And now if the same communication or exchange of the information between the computers in any part of the globe over the world wide web, over the internet, over the world wide web network is called as internet. So there are
Okay.
two terminologies here, one is intranet and another one is internet. So the
Okay, sir.
communication between computers within the closed network or within the closed group, such as in an organization. In a company, there are 100 computers, and the communication or exchange of information between these computers in the organization is called as intranet. And
Okay.
now, if the same kind of communication or exchange of information happens from your computer to my computer now, this is internet. This is happening over a
Okay.
world wide web. So, for you to use your internet, it all happens because of laying the cables and connected over the globe. The internet, the Geo internet or Airtel internet or any internet that you are using, so how does that come? There are cables, right, laid in the ground, correct?
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
this and this are connected in such a way that this connects the complete globe or most of the parts of the globe whichever you can access. Okay, so this is the world wide web or the internet, the network that we are speaking about. Okay, so if the communication is happening using this network from one computer to any computer in any part of the globe, it's called as internet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll be providing access to you to this document. Okay, I have already typed here. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. So now from digital marketing, we understood any information that you have to build visibility for that information, correct? So if you have a beautiful
Yes, sir.
image or any information, so you cannot keep it in your computer, right? It has to be distributed to many people, correct? So if you are opening
Yes, sir.
Facebook, it has to be shown on the Facebook, or if they are opening any other website, it has to be shown on the website, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So now you have to put this information on the internet. So hence you have to understand certain basics such as what is a website, what is a internet, what is a server. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So here we are defining certain things. Okay, so domain name. Okay, see usually what happens is if you are building something, so let's say you have a beautiful creative which is speaking about digital marketing training or maybe about something else. Now you have to promote this, you have to market this. What you will do usually, you will be sharing this over WhatsApp, correct?
Yes, sir.
That is not digital marketing. Sharing an image over WhatsApp is not really a digital marketing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so digital marketing is usually putting it on a platform so which can be accessed by anybody from any part of the globe, and you doing set of implementations in order to make that happen is digital marketing. So it comprises two parts. So one
Yes,
is
sir.
bringing the content to a common platform which can be accessed by everyone. So if you're keeping it on your computer, will you think people will get to know about it? So for
Yes, sir.
example, you have your photo or your resume or maybe something else related to you, and all this is sitting on your computer, correct? Will I get to see
Yes,
that?
sir.
I'll not get to see that, correct?
Yes, sir.
And in case if you want the world to see this, so what you should
Hmm.
do, you don't have to send it over WhatsApp, or you don't have to write an email to someone. You can simply put it on the internet server.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so what is server now, and how do you put it on the internet server? What is server, and how do you put the information onto the server? Okay, see, a server is basically a storage space. A server is
Okay.
basically a storage space which
Yes, sir.
has certain processing capabilities and can be connected to the computers and can communicate or exchange the information to and fro between the computer and its storage space. That's called as server.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it can be connected to the multiple computers, and the information can be accessed from that server by any computer. Okay, so your hard disk is not a
Yes.
computer, because your hard disk is not a server, though it's a storage space. It's just called as a storage space. Your hard disk is not a server,
Yes, sir.
because it can be connected to only one computer. It can communicate with only one computer, and the processing capabilities of that are significantly low. Okay, but when it comes to server, multiple computers can simultaneously communicate with the server, can access the information. So it can be something like your hard disk only, which can be big, but that has the features or options to connect to multiple computers. That is server. And in simple
Yes, sir.
terminologies, for now, you just remember it as a storage space.
Done, sir.
Okay, but this storage space, if it's accessible only for you or with for the group, in the companies also people set the servers. They'll have the storage spaces or the servers set in the organizations. They are simply called as servers, and they will become internet servers when they are connected to the internet, and any computer on the internet can access it. That's when it's called as
Server.
internet server. Just
Internet
server
server.
is different and internet server is different, correct?
Okay, sir.
So human is different, superhuman is different,
Yes, sir.
correct? So same way server is different and internet server is different. The difference is the server is accessible only for a group, or within the organization, right? But when it
Okay.
comes to internet server, any computer from any part of the globe can access the information put on the server.
Yes,
That's
sir.
when
Yes,
it
sir.
becomes internet server. A server basically connected to the internet becomes an internet server. If the server is not connected to the internet, it becomes just a server. It is just a server.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understood, right?
Yes, sir.
So because you have to remember all these terminologies. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
like I will give just a small explanation. A server is something which is like a access a storage device, but can be only accessible to a few groups, sir. But what is internet server is we can access it from one part to another part, so many people can access it.
Yes. A server
Is it
basically,
okay?
correct. A server basically connected to the internet becomes an
Yeah,
internet server. Okay.
internet server. Yes, sir.
Okay, so people
Yes,
still refer it as a server only, even though they are connected to internet. Sometimes they will simply call it a server is down, server.
yes,
So that can be an internet server, or that can be a local server. Okay, so
yes,
now servers. What is server? So we have defined the server as well here. So where is the server? Yeah, server is a storage space with the information storage and processing capabilities, and can be accessed by the multiple computers, and can exchange the information to and fro between the computers and its storage space. There are two types of servers: local server and internet server.
sir.
Okay, so it's
Yes,
not connected to the internet, and it's accessible only for the local, accessible only for the closed network, or the single computer or device. Closed network on it's accessible only for the closed networks or the single computer or device. Internet server is accessible by any computer. Internet server is basically the server connected to the internet and can communicate to any computer from any part of the world over the internet. Okay, here we have already defined and we can have it here. And yeah, we have already written internet server and the local server.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can simply write it as server or local server and internet server. Okay, so now you understand
Yes, sir.
the information has to be put into the server if anywhere everybody has to access it, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. See, server simply you can
Yes,
buy
sir.
a, see, if you have an information, if you want to store that information, simply you will buy a pen drive or hard disk, or you might set a server in your office, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that may not cost significant amount, that may not cost much, but when you have to set the internet server it costs a lot. Okay, so maybe we can write it here, server, server, local server, maybe we'll write it here, setting up a local server may not cost much as compared to that of internet server. Okay,
Yes, sir.
uh, yeah, intranet internet server, setting up setting up a internet server costs a lot, and not all the companies or individuals can afford it afford it. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
the internet servers are usually set by the organizations with the massive investment, infrastructure and maintenance, correct? Hence,
Yes, sir.
setting up something like this for the individuals and individuals may not be feasible, correct? Right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
internet server providers usually build it. Internet servers are built built and are available on a subscription basis or on rent. Okay, so you
Yes, sir.
can, so here are few here are few internet server providers such as GoDaddy, Net, Net Hosting, Hostinger, Netgear, and many hundreds. Right? Right? So you can opt for the subscription. You can subscribe to their internet servers. The internet
Yes, sir.
servers are also referred to as the hosting environments. Okay, okay, hosting environments. Did you get it? Is it clear up to here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, if you want to make your content or information public, you have to buy the hosting space or internet server. Okay. How do you get the hosting space or inter internet server? Okay. Number one, you have to subscribe to the services on the respective providers platforms such as GoDaddy, Digital Digital Ocean, etc. Okay, so they provide you the IP address and IP address on which IP address and you can host all the content on that on the respective IP address. So now these companies will build the massive storage spaces connected to the internet, right? Now, when you opt the services, Marvin, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you cannot. So when they are building the massive storage spaces, so they will break down into small fragments and they will provide a small portion to you. It's like 100 acres land or a 10 acres land is been developed and it's been split into multiple plots, and your plot will have an address, correct?
Yes, sir.
So they will provide you that address and you can go directly to that address, correct? And you can build a house or a apartment or a villa or whatever you want in that plot, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So same way, this hosting providers or internet server providers, they will provide you an IP address. Okay, so IP address, IP here is it's called as internet protocol. IP is internet protocol. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
the IP address is a internet protocol address using which you can access the
Internet.
internet storage space or internet server space, or you can call it as, or the server which is already connected to the internet.
Yes, sir.
You just have to go and drop the information in this IP address. IP address example, it will be something like this: 191.121.54.2, something like this. Even you might have come across something like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this will be the address of your storage space or of your plot. Okay, storage
Okay,
space.
sir.
So how do you access the storage space? Okay, so usually the hosting providers provide you the control panel for your server, which is referred to as, which is most commonly referred to as cPanel. Okay,
Yes, sir.
usually the hosting provider provides you the control panel for your server. He gives you the control. So if I am giving you a home, I'll also give a control such as lock of the home or keys for different rooms, right? So
Yes, sir.
cPanel is something like that which will allow you to access your server or your storage space.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you can upload content to your server using the cPanel. Alternatively, you can use
Hello,
the,
sir.
yeah,
Sir,
yeah, please
excuse
tell me.
me. Manager is calling. Just give me a minute, sir. I'll talk to him.
Okay,
If you don't mind, sorry, sir.
yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, really sorry, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can upload content to your server using the cPanel. Alternatively, you can use the FTP, which is referred to as File Transfer Protocol. FTP is referred to as File Transfer Protocol. So, is an application or software that connects your computer and the internet server and allows you to publish the content to the internet server or download the information to the computer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so FTP is an application or a software that allows you to connect to the internet server and allows you to publish the content to internet server or download the information to the computer from the internet server.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, in this using usually the hosting product down, sir, down.
Yeah.
Sir, below that IP address is there, no, sir? IP address
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually, the hosting provider provide you the control panel for your server.
Correct.
Sir, how the control panel will look like? Do you have an example of that control panel?
Yes. Yeah. So I have purchased. Look at this. So here is the control panel. It looks something like this. It's loading. Yeah. It looks something like this.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, let me paste a screenshot of the software. Okay. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
how the control panel look like. This is the
Okay.
hosting or the server. So your content will be sitting here, file manager, and here this is your internet connected to the world wide web. That's why the icon. So all the websites or the content or any information like how you have D drive, E drive, C drive on your computer, same way here, all the information is sitting on different folders.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show it to you here again. Come back. Yeah, you have to click here. This is how it looks. So this is where your content will be uploaded. Public underscore HTML. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So this is one way. If not, you will be through control panel only. You will be creating the FTP accounts and don't get into all of those technicalities now. You just understand FTP accounts
Yes,
will
sir.
be created and FTP is a file transfer protocol application. Few examples of FTP: Win, SCP, File, Zilla, Duck, Go, and many more. Always there will be different softwares, tools, right, for to do anything that you want. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you understood up to here how you move the content to internet server through
Yes, sir.
cPanel.
Sir,
So here, you, after going here, you can upload here. Look at this. There is an option called upload. Correct.
okay.
You can
Okay,
upload
sir.
the information here. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So what's your question? You were asking some question.
Sir, can I just give like I will study and I will read once. If I have any doubt, I'll ask you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, from here only, sir. IP address.
Yeah. Okay, you can. I'll share this document to you. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so you can go through this document at your convenience,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and you can get back to me anytime. Yeah,
Done, sir.
you can
I'll do
write an
that, sir.
email,
Then.
or
Yes, sir.
Madan will be creating a WhatsApp group. You can do
Okay,
that.
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Is it clear up to here? How the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? So now when you have your photos or resume or something, you want to push it to the internet server. Okay, so if it is your own
Yes, sir.
server, you will push it using cPanel or using FTP, correct? And if you want to push it to someone else server, such
Yes,
as
sir.
Facebook server, you will be logging into their websites. You got it? If you have to push
Yes,
it
sir.
to Facebook server or Amazon server or maybe some other servers, you will be creating an account over there and you will be pushing it to respective servers accordingly. You got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, same way, like how you push it to Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or some other websites, some other servers. See now, Facebook also can be accessed through an IP address. So Facebook also has the server, or all the information stored on Facebook server can be accessed by some number. Let's say some random number. I'm taking like this 192.82.453.2.1. Okay, some number,
Yes,
and
sir.
all the information put on the Facebook server can be accessed. Now, Facebook or Amazon or Flipkart cannot keep telling you go visit all the products using this address. Instead, what they do is they will provide you the domain name. Domain name
Mm-hmm.
is flipkart.com. So, what they will do is they will connect the domain name and the IP address so that you don't have to type the IP address in order to access the access the
Continue.
content or information stored on XYZ company's server.
Yes, sir.
You have got a better way. You can just type the domain name which is already connected to the IP address, correct?
Yes, sir.
So ideally speaking, when the information is stored on internet server, you have to access it by typing the IP address. But if you are owning a website marvin.com, can you always do that? IP address, can you tell to your friends, okay, you have all your resume, photos, everything stored in this IP address. Can you tell to your friends, boss, go and type
No, sir.
189.82.453.2.1? So
No,
they
sir.
will scold you. So what you
Yes,
do
sir.
now? So the technology is built beautifully in such a way where now you can give a name to it.
Yes, sir.
That's called as domain name. So you're going to connect
Domain name.
that domain name
Yes.
with this IP address. So instead of telling this IP address, you can tell to your friends, it's abc.com, myname.com, .in, .net, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
What is this domain name again? So what is the domain name? A name that's associated with your hosting IP to access the content uploaded to the respective folder of your website. The name is secured from the domain name registry based on its availability and connected with the content publisher on the hosting server. Okay, so these names are
Yes.
on the world wide web. These are registered under the domain name registry. Okay, and these names can be purchased, and these records are being maintained by some organization. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
so some organization, some uh, it's basically called as uh, for now you just remember it as some organization is maintaining this registry. Okay, and if
Sir,
the names,
like
yeah,
GoDaddy, they
yeah,
do they.
no, they don't maintain it. GoDaddy is just a seller. See, if you have
Okay.
a supermarket or a kirana store and if you're selling Colgate paste, are you the manufacturer of the Colgate paste? It's manufactured
No,
by
sir.
someone else. You are just bringing it and you are the front face of selling it, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's called as communities. Organization or communities are maintaining this. brand registry on the world wide web, on the internet or the network or whatsoever. There is something called as brand registry community, which is maintaining
Yes.
this registry, names registry. And now GoDaddy or Google or maybe some other companies can get access to it, and they can be the sellers, they can sell the domain names. GoDaddy is
Yes, sir.
one that's selling the domain names like that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you
Yes, sir.
understood the domain name. Okay, and
Yes,
now
sir.
next is, and you must have most commonly heard of website, the term website, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is website? The website is nothing but the set of web pages hosted on a domain or a folder. See, domain or a folder is nothing but your IP address, your storage space. The set of web pages hosted on a storage space, correct?
Yes,
Domain or
sir.
the folder, or I'll call it as, simply call it as storage space or internet server.
Yes, sir.
Okay, connected to
Yes,
the
sir.
web or internet server is called as server, or I'll just call it a storage space connected to the web or internet server is called as website.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sorry, yeah, that's website, the set of web pages hosted on a domain or a folder connected to the web or internet server is called as a website. What are web
Website.
pages now? So we have used the term web pages. What are web
Yes, sir.
pages? Any content, any information built in hypertext markup language and published to the web over a defined IP and domain name is accessible by the web browsers is called as web page. Now this is a web page. So this is a web page, or maybe I can call this as, let me show you another example. I can call this as web page. You see the URL changes.
Yes, sir.
It is slash bootcamps, correct? This is a web page,
Yes, sir.
and this web page, you are seeing it this way, but the efforts, so in order to make this look like this, it's loading still.
Yes, sir.
In order to make this, for example, let's take this, in order to make this page look like this, correct, you see this in different colors, correct, beautiful page, right? In order to
Yes, sir.
build this appearance, see, for example, if you have to present, you would have probably put all of this information on a Word document, correct?
Yes,
All
sir.
this will be in a Word document. Now if you have to build it beautiful presence for it, okay, you will be,
Yes.
and not just about the beautiful presence, maybe you can do it on the Word document, or you can do it using one of the tool like Photoshop or Figma or maybe some other tool, okay. But here this is all done using a language which is understandable by the servers, readable by the browsers, understandable by the browsers, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and that is, that language is called as hypertext markup language, which looks like this.
Okay,
You
sir.
don't understand anything, right, from this?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
for now it's like that. You don't understand, you don't have to understand this, but you just have to understand. See, you are driving a bike, you are driving a car. Do you really understand how is that engine, within the engine it's built?
No, sir.
You don't really, but still you are
Reading it.
riding it. You are using the
Yes, sir.
close up paste or Colgate paste. Do you know how it's manufactured? That
No,
doesn't
sir.
mean you cannot use it, correct? So same
Yes.
way here,
Yes, sir.
a web page is beautifully built, this kind of presence or appearance is built using hypertext language, CSS and JavaScript. For now you are just, we are just keeping it to, let's not complicate. We are telling that any content, all this
Yes,
information,
sir.
content or information, okay, so built
Yes, sir.
in HTML, hypertext markup language, and published to the web over a defined IP and domain name and is accessible by the web browser is called as web page. And these web pages
Yes, sir.
are built in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This web page is a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. CSS is cascading style sheets. We'll be discussing all of those in the coming classes. What does it mean and all? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear up to here?
Yes, sir.
You understood all these definitions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Domain name you understood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, website, web pages,
Yes, sir.
hosting,
Website pages.
internet, intranet, right?
Yes, sir.
How to get the hosting space,
Yes, sir. That is also understood.
FTP, right?
FTP, sir.
Up to
Yes, sir.
here, it's all clear, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll share this to your email ID. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you go through this. Okay. See,
Sir.
yeah, 1 second.